Buckingham Palace is approaching the forthcoming United States state visit with cautious confidence, despite the diplomatic sensitivities surrounding it, according to sources. King Charles and Queen Camilla are due to arrive in Washington, D.C. on Monday for a 4-day visit that coincides with the 250th anniversary of American independence. British officials are quietly hopeful the occasion will help steady and renew the transatlantic relationship at a time when it has come under visible strain. Recent tensions linked to the US and Israel's conflict with Iran have complicated relations, prompting what insiders describe as the need for a more thoughtful and carefully balanced diplomatic tone. Even so, optimism remains. A palace source has indicated that while the challenges are fully recognized, there is genuine anticipation surrounding the program. Their Majesties, the source said, are looking forward to a visit that highlights the enduring bond between two nations and their people. The King and Queen will stay at Blair House, the official guest residence close to the White House, with President Donald Trump personally overseeing preparations for their arrival. The residence carries its own history, having been designated for visiting dignitaries during the Second World War to allow greater privacy for the White House. The visit will begin with a private tea hosted by the President and the First Lady, setting a deliberately informal tone. That relaxed atmosphere is expected to define much of the trip, echoing historic moments when royal and presidential diplomacy was conducted with warmth rather than rigid ceremony. Tradition will be lightly adjusted for the occasion. Guests at a Washington garden party have been advised that hats will not be required, and the state dinner will be held in white tie rather than as a formal banquet, with tiaras notably absent. On Tuesday, the King will address Congress in what is expected to be one of the most significant moments of the visit. The speech, shaped in close consultation with Downing Street, is anticipated to focus on unity, shared values, and moments in history when Britain and America stood firmly together. President Trump has already expressed strong confidence in the King's ability to ease diplomatic strains, praising him publicly as a man of courage and character, and suggesting his personal stature could help bridge divisions. The address is also expected to reflect on past alliances, a theme given added weight by earlier criticism from the president regarding the commitment of NATO allies during the Afghanistan conflict. Beyond Washington, the itinerary includes a visit to New York ahead of the 25th anniversary of the September 11 attacks, recalling a time when transatlantic solidarity felt unquestioned. The words spoken by Queen Elizabeth after the tragedy are expected to resonate quietly throughout the visit. In Virginia, the King will meet indigenous communities to hear directly about the impact of climate change and the importance of social cohesion, areas that continue to define his reign. Palace officials describe the visit as a defining moment, offering Americans their first sustained glimpse of the King and Queen together on the world stage. It is, they say, a chance to see how the monarch has grown into his role, balancing duty with humanity and tradition with personal engagement. The program will not include meetings with the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, with officials confirming this is due to ongoing police matters in the United Kingdom.